Hi there, it's Sheena here, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a yoga flow for strength. So this core workout is going to motivate you, get you all warmed up and ready to tackle any obstacles you may have during your day today. Make sure that if you don't get a chance to do this video now, that you save it to your watch later and do it at a time that's good for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on our backs today. So go ahead and lie down on your back. And then we'll begin with the feet in towards the hips. Go ahead and bring one hand to the heart here and one hand to the low belly. And then when you get there, begin to tuck your pelvis. So make sure the whole spine here is nice and grounded. We'll begin with 3 breaths before we begin moving. So option to close your eyes here or keep them open. And let's start with a big cleansing breath. So take a big inhale through your nose. Then a big open mouth exhale, let it go. And this time seal your lips and we'll breathe in and out through the nose. Take an inhale and an exhale. One more, just like that. We'll begin to pair this breath to movement. So let's begin to warm up the core, wake up the core, and bring your arms out to a cactus, bending at your elbows with the palms facing up. From here, bring your feet to 90 degrees tabletop. Take a full inhale here. On your exhale, bring the legs over to the left side and gently place them down. We're going to take 2 full breaths in this supine twist, waking up the core, breathing into the right side body. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Good. One more breath, just like this. On your next inhale, begin to squeeze your inner thighs together to come back through center here. And we'll lower over to the other side on your exhale. Good. Option to keep the neck neutral here. Maybe you look over that left shoulder. Let's take 2 breaths here. And see if you can use the exhales to really send breath to the obliques here, that left side body. Creating space. Good. Go ahead and squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale to come back through center. And this time bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. And then inhale your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Curl into a tight little ball. And from here, come back to tabletop. Bring your head to rest down on the ground. And then bring the legs back up to 90. So we're going to keep the feet nice and active here. Begin to flex your toes towards your face. Squeeze your core. Pull your pelvis down towards the ground. And we're going to bring the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers. Keep the elbows nice and wide here. Take a full inhale as you lift your head off the ground. Exhale to lower and just hover. We're going to do that 9 more times. Here we go. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Good. Keep breathing here. So really important to squeeze your core as you pull the low belly down to the spine. So make sure that low back stays nice and grounded here. You should begin to feel some heat. Good. Keep going for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Well done. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a tight squeeze. Okay, so from here, we're going to set up for an extended crunch. So bring your legs up to the ceiling. Same thing. Flex your toes towards your face and then keep a soft bend in your knees here. This time we're going to add the arms. So I'll show you for this first one, we'll modify. So from here, just take a full inhale, lift your chest off the ground. Exhale to lower down. So same movement we just did, but we're gonna add on. This time we're gonna bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot, and then exhale to lower. Good, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. So you can keep the head lifted here. If you wanna modify, you're gonna lower all the way down in between each crunch. Good, keep squeezing those obliques for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, well done. And we're gonna go straight to the other side, then we'll take a little rest. Here we go, inhale, lift the left hand to the outside. So we're twisting and crunching here. When you get up there, see if you can really twist over to the right side. So using those obliques, we created space in our warm-up, and now we're compressing. Keep squeezing, keep lifting for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, well done. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight little squeeze here. Maybe we rock side to side, or roll the neck from side to side. Okay, our last little bit of heat here on the back, we're gonna take a hollow body hold. So this time, bring your legs out in front of you. And then we're gonna lift the head, neck, shoulders off the ground. Keep pulling that low belly in towards the spine. So the lower the legs go here, the harder it becomes. So let's start pretty high, about 45 degrees. Point your toes, and then reach your arms out in front of you. Good, so you should be feeling this right away. Squeeze your core here, really activate the abdominals. We're just gonna hold for 10 more seconds. If you feel like you can go a little bit lower, you can. Keep squeezing for 9, 8, 7. Can you lift your chest up a little higher? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring the knees into the chest. And from here, let's take a little sway of the knees here. So imagine your knees are a paintbrush and the ceiling is a canvas here. So we're just drawing circles. Good, and then let's switch directions. And when you've had enough, bring the knees back into the chest. Nice and slow. Rock and roll up to a seated position. So feel free to take this twice, 3 times, just massaging the back here. From here, let's come to a seated cat-cow flow. So come to a cross-legged seat, and then bring your hands to your knees here. So we'll take cat-cow, but just in a seat. So as you inhale, bend into your elbows, and then lift your belly through. Maybe you gaze up. On the exhale, we're just gonna curl the chin to the chest and pull away from the knees. Good, let's do that twice more. Inhale for seated cow. Exhale for seated cat. Last time here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to a neutral spine, and we'll make our way to all fours. From tabletop, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're gonna continue to work on the core here. So we're gonna extend the left leg out long, and then from here, inhale the left leg high. From here, we're gonna extend the right arm out as well. So we're coming to a little bird dog. Make sure that thumb is pointing up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, get even longer, squeeze your core, and exhale, we're just gonna pulse. So this is a tiny little movement, but as you breathe, keep reaching through the fingertips, keep reaching through the toes, and then pull that low belly up towards the spine. Good, we're gonna keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, counter posture. Inhale your right elbow to your left knee. Exhale, tabletop, all fours, well done. We'll take a round of cat-cow in between. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat. We'll do that on the other side. So extend your right leg out long. Let's do them one at a time. Inhale the right leg high. Squeeze your core here. And then inhale to lift the left arm high. Good. From here, bring your palm to face down. Make sure the neck stays nice and long here. We inhale to lift and exhale to hover. Good. So you can flex those right toes. I like to point them here. So think about creating one long line of energy through the body, and the core is helping us to support all of these movements through the limbs. Good. Keep going for 7, for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, get long. Exhale, crunch. Left elbow to the right knee. Return to tabletop, all fours. Well done. From here, let's take a quick child's pose. Bring your hips to your heels. Extend your arms out long here. And then bring the attention to the navel. So fill up the low belly on the thighs. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. From child's pose, we'll inhale back to tabletop, all fours. And from here, we're going to come to modified side plank. So keep that right arm down on the ground, and then we're going to extend the left leg out nice and long, opening up to the left side. From here, we're going to bring the left hand behind the head. Make sure that elbow stays nice and wide. And then on the inhale, think about our flying bird dogs. So really activate that left glute to lift the left leg high. Good. Take an inhale here. And we're just going to exhale to bring the left knee to the left elbow, but using the core to support the movement. And then inhale to extend, we're going to add on. So reach the left arm overhead. Exhale, bring the knee to the elbow. Good. We're just going to do this 5 times. So it's a slow, controlled movement, contracting the obliques. Keep breathing, matching breath to movement for 3. Good for 2. Last one here. Well done. Bring the hand back behind the elbow. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall here, setting up for your gate pose. Bring the hands to the hips. Take an inhale to find length through the spine. And then exhale, we're just going to bring the left hand down the left leg. Reach the right arm high to the sky. Inhale to come back through center. And then exhale, we'll come to place the palms down, making our way back to tabletop. Good, we're gonna do that on the other side. So modified side plank on the left side. Extend the right leg long, and then open up to the right side. Good. From here, we're gonna bring the right hand behind the head, keeping the elbow nice and wide here. As you're ready, take an inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee. Good, we're gonna add the arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale to crunch. Again, so keep going. Make sure you're really using your core here to get the elbow to the knee. So we're not just trying to tap them, we're using the strength of the oblique to bring the elbow to the knee. Good, keep going for 2. Last one. Well done. Gently place the right leg down. Bring the hand back behind the head, and we'll set up for gate pose on the right side. Using your core to lift you. Take an inhale here. Exhale the right hand down the right leg. Reach the left arm high. Take 1 breath. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, tabletop, all fours. Good, guys. From tabletop, we're gonna wiggle the knees back behind us. And then we're gonna lower all the way down onto the belly. So from our belly, we're gonna come to a little swim here. So when we do these movements, really important to engage the core here. So keep squeezing the core, pulling the navel up to the spine. From here, extend your arms out long in front of you. Bring your forehead to the ground and just rest for a moment. So we're going to keep this height as we lift. So pull your belly in, and then as you inhale, lift your chest and arms off the ground. So if you'd like to modify, you can stay here. Otherwise, take it up with me and lift the feet as well. Again, keep squeezing the belly in. And on the exhale, we're just gonna take it to swim. So little pulses here. Again, keep reaching through the fingertips, keep pulling the belly in. Keep the neck nice and long here. We're doing it for 20 seconds in total, so we're already halfway there. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Well done. Let's bring one cheek to the mat to rest just for a moment. Good, and from here we're gonna take Sphinx pose to stretch it out. So bring your forearms out in front of you, big 11 shape here. And from here, push into the tops of your feet and the forearms. And pull your heart through. Breathe here for one more breath. We're going to transition to a strength pose here for our final bit of heat. So forearm plank. From Sphinx pose, begin to engage your core. So all we're going to do is hollow out the belly. So when we hollow out the belly, think cat pose in the spine. Good. And from here, we're going to go to forearm plank. Tuck your toes behind you. Inhale, lift the low body off the ground. Good. So keep that activation in the core. And we're just gonna hold this pose. Keep the neck nice and long. Everything is working here. Pull the heels up to the ceiling. Squeeze the low belly in. Push into the forearms. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We'll take Sphinx pose one more time. Push into the forearms, lift the heart through, and breathe. From Sphinx pose, we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders and just push back to child's pose. So your choice here, you can bring the knees to touch, or you can bring the knees a little bit wider. Extend your arms out long in front of you and take 3 deep breaths. Noticing what it feels like to fill the low belly up with air after we did all that contracting of the muscles. From your child's pose, if your knees are wide, go ahead and bring them to touch. And from here, come to sit on your heels. From our seated heels position, we're going to bring the legs to come out in front of us. So we did a lot of twisting today. And now we're just going to expand to stretch the core, stretch the side body. So bring your left foot to your right inner thigh. And then make sure that pelvis stays nice and tucked below you. Take a big inhale as you lift your arms high. Then exhale for a fold. Bring your hands to reach towards the outside of your foot. If they don't reach, that's okay. You can bring them to the ankle or the shin. And then think about keeping that left knee on the ground. So if you need to bring the left hand here to manipulate the knee to stay on the ground, you can do so. Just breathe here. Good. From here, small movement. We're just going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot and open up to the ceiling. So really thinking about lifting the heart up to the sky, breathing into the obliques. Good, nice and slow. Inhale, come back to a tall seat, and we're just going to do that on the other side. Bringing right foot to the left inner thigh. When you get there, take a big inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale to fold. So same thing, you can bring that right hand to the right knee this time. And then once you feel like it's stable, you can bring both hands to the left leg here. Same thing from here, we're gonna grab the inside of the left foot with the left palm. And then open up on an inhale to the right side. Pulling the heart up to the sky. As you're ready, come back to a tall seat. Before we lower down, we're just gonna release the hips here. So bring the feet to opposite edges of the mat, and then bring your hands behind you. Make sure the legs stay long and heavy here. We're just gonna windshield wiper left to right. So make sure you're breathing here, and just let the legs get really heavy. Finish up. And then from here, we'll lower down onto the back, any way that's comfortable. Once you get there, we're going to take an inversion before our final resting pose. So a couple different variations here. Option 1, we're going to lift the legs up to the ceiling. So very similar to the posture we took in the beginning of practice, just straighten your legs up and then flex your toes to your face. Keeping the arms down by the sides, pulling the low belly in, and just breathing here. Option 2, if you'd like to take it up with me, we're going to begin to make our way into shoulder stand. So push into your hands, and then bring your hands to your low back. Using the strength of your forearms and your core, lift your hips up to the ceiling. Now after a breath or two here, maybe you take it to full Halasana plow pose. Now make sure the core stays really, really engaged here. Keep squeezing the low belly in. Maybe your legs reach all the way overhead. If they do, keep your hands on your low back. Keep your chin slightly tucked. Or you can take a bind, interlacing the fingers below you. Wherever you are, breathe for 2 more breaths. When you're ready to come out nice and slow, make your way to shoulder stand first. Bend your knees into your forehead and gently roll down onto the back. From here, we'll take our final resting pose, Shavasana. So since our focus was the core today, we're going to take Butterfly Shavasana, opening up the hips here, bringing soles of the feet to touch, which will help engage the core and really open up, expand the belly for some deep breathing. Option to bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the low belly. Or if you prefer arms down by the sides, you can do that as well. Before we rest, let's take a big cleansing breath together. So inhale through your nose. open the mouth, exhale, let it go. We'll take 5 rounds of breath here. If you have time to stay resting, I invite you to do so. If you're ready to move forward with the rest of your day, gently begin to extend the legs long. Keep the breath nice and flowing here. Wherever your hands are, begin to reach them up overhead for a big good morning stretch. Getting as long as you can here. Take an inhale. Settle for the exhale. This time, inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight little squeeze. And from here, any way that's comfortable, make your way to seated. Let's bring hands to the knees here and sitting up nice and tall. We'll take a cleansing breath to close out. So inhale through your nose. Big open mouth, exhale, let it go. From here, inhale the arms up overhead, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you're feeling strong and ready to take on anything else this day has for you. From here, let's bow the forehead down to the fingertips. And we close out our practice by saying namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today, and make sure that if you want to check out the rest of the videos in my Yoga for Strength series, you check out our app, Yoga Plus by Psychetruth.
Welcome to Yoga Plus. Courses available from pupil to yogi. Sort by yoga, fitness, and instructors. Create your own routines. Access the pose library. Yoga Plus by Psychetruth, available on Google Play and the App Store.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psychetruth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.